And the other side of it, so again, Ernest Becker, but also Viktor Frankl, I recommend it highly. Man's Search for Meaning. Bernard Williams is a moral philosopher. They kind of argue that this knowledge of death, even if we often don't contemplate it, we do at times. And what you call the curse, which I agree with you, it's a curse and a blessing that we're able to contemplate our own mortality. That gives meaning to life. So death gives meaning to life, is what Viktor Frankl argues. I would probably argue the same. There's something about the scarcity of life and contemplating that makes each moment that much sweeter. Is there something to that?
I think it's individual. In my case, it's completely wrong.
I appreciate you saying that.
I don't get joy out of every day because I think I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I get joy out of every day because every day is joyous, and I make it that way. And even if I thought I was going to live forever, I would still be enjoying this moment just as much. And I bet you would too.
Well, I think about that a lot. I think it's very difficult to know. I'm almost afraid that I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I was immortal. I'm almost afraid to want to be immortal or to live longer, because it perhaps is a kind of justification for me to accept that I'm going to die. It's saying like, oh, if I was immortal, I wouldn't be able to enjoy life as much as I do. But it's very possible that I would enjoy just as much. Of course, enjoying life, whether you're mortal or not, takes work. Like it requires you to have the right kind of frame of mind. You can focus your mind on the ugliness of life. There's plenty of ugly things in this world, and you can focus on them. You can complain whenever, like, if it's raining outside, you can focus on the fact that you have shelter and enjoy the hell out of it, or you can enjoy running in the rain when it's warm and like the beauty of nature, just being one with nature, or you can just complain this fucking weather again in Boston. It's either always raining or freezing, damn it. And like the same thing with like Wi-Fi going out on airplanes. Like you can either complain about like stupid Wi-Fi on JetBlue or something, or you could say like how incredible it is that I can fly through the sky and in a matter of hours be anywhere else in the world, and that I could also on occasion watch like check email and even watch movies through this while connecting through satellites that are flying through space. So it's a matter of perspective, and perhaps there's an extra level of work required when you're immortal, because it's easier when you're immortal or live longer to be lazy, to delay stuff. But if you're not, you can still derive the same amount of joy. It's possible. It's possible.
It's definitely possible. In my life, I went from being the nothing's working to every day's great to wake up to. And I think even if you think you're going to live forever, you can enjoy every day. What I do is everything's relative. Mm-hmm. We can compare ourselves to our neighbor who has more money, or to the flight that should have had Wi-Fi, or, which is what I do, I'm still 6 years old, remember. What a 6-year-old does says, look, when I tell my fingers to form a fist, they actually do that. That's really cool. That's how I live my life. I can pick up on your desk here this metal object. It's a metal cube, about an inch by an inch by an inch. And I tell myself not about cubes, but about inanimate objects. Probably once a day I'll say, I am a living thing. I can think, I can move, I can eat. I am full of energy. And there's that leaf or this cube here that will never be alive. That's what I look at and compare myself to. And for as long as I live, if it's forever, of course it won't be, but even if it was forever, relative to this lump of metal on this table here, mm-hmm. we are wondrous things in the universe, and probably the most wondrous things in the universe.
Yeah, we're able to deeply appreciate the leaf or the cube and deeply appreciate ourselves, which is, it can be a curse, but it's mostly a gift. Especially when it's such a beautiful poem. Now I'm 6, I'm as clever, so I think I'll be 6 now forever and ever. That's a good thing to aspire to. Your grandmother was onto something. David, this is an incredible conversation. I'm a huge fan of your work. So thank you for wasting your valuable time with me today. I really, really appreciate it. This was awesome.
Thank you for having me on, Lex. Appreciate it.